The year is 376 AD. Thousands of refugees are standing at the river, behind them war, in front of them Rome. They are not enemies, they are desperate people. Rome opens its gates. It is an act of kindness, and it is the beginning of the end. Rome did not begin as an empire. It began as a small village, a few huts, a river, a hill. That village was built on the Tiber River in central Italy, the year around 753 BC. The people were simple farmers and shepherds. They worked the land, they raised animals, they survived together. But these people had something special. They had ambition. They wanted more. They built walls. They created laws. They formed a government called the Republic. In a republic, people vote. Leaders are chosen. No single man holds all the power. For centuries, Rome grew slowly, village to city, city to nation, nation to empire, step by step, stone by stone. Rome was becoming something the world had never seen before. As Rome grew, it needed structure, it needed order, it needed control. So Rome created something powerful, an army. Not just any army, the greatest fighting force the ancient world had ever seen. Roman soldiers were disciplined, they were organized, they were unstoppable. With this army, Rome conquered land after land. Greece, North Africa, Spain, the Middle East, all became part of Rome. But conquest brought wealth, and wealth brought a dangerous problem. A few men became very, very rich, and rich men want power. Julius Caesar was one of those men. He was a brilliant general. He was loved by his soldiers, and he wanted to rule alone. That desire changed everything. After Caesar came Augustus. He was Caesar's adopted son, and he was very different. Augustus did not just want power, he wanted greatness. He wanted Rome to be beautiful, permanent, eternal. Under Augustus, Rome entered its golden age. Poets wrote magnificent works. Architects designed breathtaking buildings. Engineers built roads that stretched across entire continents. These roads connected Britain to Egypt, Spain to Syria. All roads, as they still say, led to Rome. The famous Colosseum built for 50,000 people. Rome was alive with art, culture, and ideas. Citizens were proud. Soldiers were loyal. The empire felt invincible. For nearly 200 years, Rome shone like a star. Bright, powerful, magnificent. But stars do not shine forever. Behind the golden temples and magnificent roads, something was breaking. Rome had a problem it could not solve. Who should lead? How should power be passed? There were no clear answers, and unclear answers create dangerous men. Emperors began dying violently. Some were poisoned, some were stabbed, some were killed by their own guards. In one single year, 69 AD, Rome had 4 different emperors. 4. In 12 months. The Senate grew weak, the army grew powerful, and powerful armies do not serve leaders. They create them. Generals began choosing emperors. Soldiers demanded payment for their loyalty. The government became unstable, corrupt, frightened. Rome was still powerful on the outside, but inside it was cracking. Slowly, quietly, dangerously. Rome's borders were enormous. Too enormous, stretching from Scotland to the Sahara Desert, from Portugal to Persia. Protecting all of it was nearly impossible. Beyond those borders lived people Rome called barbarians. Barbarian simply means outsider. People who lived differently, spoke differently, fought differently. Every year, more outsiders pushed against Rome's borders. Every year, Rome spent more money, more soldiers, more resources. The empire was stretching itself thin, like a rope pulled from both ends. Something was about to snap, and then it happened. The year is 376 AD. A people called the Visigoths arrived at Rome's border. They were not invaders, they were refugees. Behind them, a terrifying force called the Huns was destroying everything. The Visigoths were desperate, frightened, running for their lives. Rome made a decision. Open the gates, let them in. It was meant to be an act of strength. Rome would absorb these people, use them as soldiers, control them, but Rome was not prepared. The Visigoths were treated badly. They were hungry. They were humiliated. And humiliated people do not stay quiet. They rebelled. In 378 AD, at the Battle of Adrianople, the Visigoths defeated a Roman army. The emperor himself was killed on that battlefield. Rome had never lost like this before. Everything was about to change, and nothing would ever be the same. Rome tried to recover. It always had before. New emperors rose, new armies were built, new agreements were made with barbarian groups. Rome invited more outsiders to serve as soldiers. These soldiers had no deep love for Rome. They fought for payment, for land, for their own leaders, not for Rome's glory. The empire was also splitting. In 285 AD, Emperor Diocletian had divided Rome into two halves, the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire. Two capitals, two governments, two different futures. The East grew stronger. Constantinople became a magnificent city, a new Rome. But the West, the original Rome, was growing weaker, poorer, more divided, more desperate. The attacks came faster now, harder, more frequent. In 410 AD, something happened that shocked the entire world. The Visigoths, those same refugees Rome had welcomed inside its borders, marched into the city of Rome itself. They broke through the gates. They walked through the marble streets. They took what they wanted. Rome was sacked. For the first time in 800 years, a foreign army stood inside the eternal city. People across the empire were terrified. If Rome could fall, what was safe? What was permanent? What could be trusted? More attacks followed. The Vandals. The last emperor of Western Rome was just a boy. His name was Romulus Augustulus. In 476 AD, a barbarian general removed him from power. Quietly, without ceremony, without drama, the Western Roman Empire was gone. Rome, the empire, was gone. But Rome, the idea, never died. The Eastern Roman Empire continued for nearly 1,000 more years. We call it the Byzantine Empire. It kept Roman law, Roman language, Roman culture, alive and breathing in Constantinople. And in the West, something remarkable happened. The world Rome had built did not disappear. It transformed. The Latin language became French, Spanish, Portuguese, Italian, and Romanian. Roman law became the foundation of modern legal systems. Roman roads became the paths of medieval Europe. Roman architecture inspired builders for centuries. Even the Christian church organized itself using Roman structure. Rome fell, but its bones became the skeleton of the modern world. We are all, in some way, children of Rome. The Christian church adopted Roman structure. European kingdoms adopted Roman law. Every court of law today carries Roman ideas. Every democratic government carries Roman ideas. Every road, every arch, every calendar carries Rome. Rome fell, but Rome never truly left. It lives in us still. Take a breath. Feel the full weight of this journey, from a small village on a river to the greatest empire the world had ever seen. From golden roads and marble temples to broken walls and silent ruins. From an act of kindness at the border to the end of a civilization. This is the story of Rome. Rome teaches us something important, something we must not forget. No empire falls from one single blow. Rome did not collapse in a day. It cracked slowly, quietly. From the inside, corruption weakened it. Division weakened it. The gap between the rich and the poor weakened it. Leaders who cared more about power than people weakened it. And yet Rome also teaches us about resilience, about ideas that survive beyond walls and armies. The most powerful thing Rome built was not the Colosseum. It was not the roads. It was a way of thinking, a way of living together, that nothing could destroy. Rome was not destroyed in one moment. It fell slowly, section by section, piece by piece. But here is what is remarkable. Through every crack, through every loss, Rome kept something alive, its ideas, its language, its story. You are on your own journey right now. Learning English is not easy. Some days feel like defeat. Some days feel like the walls are falling. But you are still here, still listening, still moving forward. Every story you understand is a stone. You are building something permanent, something that belongs to you. If this journey through Rome touched your heart, please like this video and subscribe to Story World English for more beautiful stories. Leave a comment below, tell me which moment of Rome's story surprised you the most. Rome fell slowly, but its story never died. Neither will yours.